I think Shraddha madam sound is not there. Shraddha madam, are you there? Audio button. Hello, good afternoon, Shraddha. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sorry
Shraddha,
for late.
kindly share your screen.
Yeah, sure.
Pooja madam, kindly share YouTube link on diploma group.
Is it visible?
Till not actually.
Let me know once you can. Still not able to see.
No.
Just a minute. Now I
Yes,
guess you can see my screen.
yes.
Okay. Mhm. Yes. Is it okay now? Should we start?
Your screen is actually not visible.
Mhm. Just a minute. Actually, I am joining from phone, so I guess. Okay. Sir, can we do one thing? I will share a PPT with you, or you can share your screen. Hello, am I audible?
Just wait, Shraddha.
Yes.
Send me that particular presentation on the mail
Yeah,
ID
sure.
in chat box.
Okay, I will send you email. Yeah, actually, I have my office laptop and I can't install Zoom on it. So that's why. I have sent. Can you please check?
Okay, okay. ठीक है. Just wait.
Yeah.
I hope the screen is visible now.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So good afternoon, one and all. I, Ghanesham Domse, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Engineering, welcome you all for this amazing session on career opportunities in software testing. For more insight about the same, we have with us Miss Shraddha Savant. Now I take the privilege to introduce our today's resource person, Miss Shraddha Savant. Shraddha is pass out of alumni of SNJV's College of Engineering Computer Department. Shraddha Madam is having experience of more than 5 years with a solid understanding of API testing, automation testing, test design, test execution, and defect report and tracking. Shraddha Madam is already done software testing course in manual and automation from Mindscript Pune with grade A plus. So without wasting so much of time, I hand over the session to Miss Shraddha Madam.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Thanks for nice introduction. Hello, everyone. I hope all are good. Yeah. So, should we start?
Yes.
Yes. So, you can go to next. Yeah. So, first of all, we will see what is software testing. So, anyone can tell me what is software testing in any language, if you can. No one. Okay. So before going to software testing, first let's know about what is testing. Let's take one example. When we buy anything, what we do first, we go and check whether whatever we are going to take, it fulfill our intent or whatever the purpose it is. For example, if you are buying pen, then what you will do, you will check whether that pen is you can write by using that pen. So what we did, we tested that pen, right? So this is nothing but the testing. So in software testing, we do same thing just with the software. This is the difference, nothing more than that. So the software testing as a definition, first of all, we will see the software testing is a method to check whether the actual software product matches expected requirements and to ensure that the software product is defect free. So as you all know, so the currently all the businesses, all the I will say all the organization uses different softwares, and our whole world is combined with software only. So they require the software with a good quality, and when we can say the software is a with good quality when it is tested properly, or I will say tested everything what needs to be needed for that particular software. So the purpose of the software testing is to identify error, gap, or missing requirement in contrast to actual requirement. So when we test any software, so that software have particular requirements, right? So if you are testing any banking application, so the requirement would be different. And when you when you test any shopping website, so requirement would be obviously different. So what will be your intent for verifying that uh, particular software is will be the requirements. So whatever the requirements you will get, you have to test that software according to that requirements only. So it involves execution of software system components using manual or automation tool to evaluate one or more properties of interest. So you can do perform testing by manually or automation. So in manual testing, we perform testing by the resources like us, and in automation, we use different automation tool to verify whether that software is working fine or not. So we will discuss that later on. So next is, so hope you will get what is software testing is. So it is nothing but we have to verify the software with the intent of checking the actual requirements which is coming from the customer, whoever is using that software, right? So next is why software testing is needed. So there are these four different points are there. We can say in which we will say the software testing is necessary. So first is the security. So as we all know, the increasing digitalization of business processes, software has become a way of doing a business only. So almost in every field, software is used, like banking sector, like hotels, schools, colleges, everywhere. So you can see different softwares are used. So when we say the banking application like ATM, online banking, net banking, so all they are using is what? It is nothing but the software. And if that software get that software have bugs, or I will say that software includes any error, so it will pay for like a lot of money if your account get hacked, or if any money is transferred to another account. And what will be behind it is only the software. Because of software only you can access that applications, and you can do your transaction properly. So behind that is what that application should be tested properly. So here the testing come into picture. So many applications are there. If the testing is not did properly, so because of that, so many losses are happen. You must be hearing about different attacks, ransomware attacks, malware attacks, which cause the human deaths also. So the testing is really very important in this aspect. So now you can understand like software testing is as important as making of any software, or developing of any software. So next is the customer satisfaction. So the primary objective of owner of the product or the software is offering the best satisfaction of customer. As we say na, like customers are god, like customer bhagwan hote. So when we see like every individual have their own point of view to see the things. Like if you like red color and I like blue color, so I will suggest like no, I want that screen should be in a blue color. So this is what like the point of view of customer. And when the developer are developing that software, they only focusing mainly on functionality of that software. They will not go and check different points, different corner cases. So what we have to, as a tester, what we do, like we test that software with different point of view and a different perspective. We go and check whether that software is like easy to understand to customer. So we think like customer only. So that is what the next is, like customer satisfaction is needed. Then next is the performance. Let's take an example. There are multiple companies which made the mobile phone or the laptop. But what we buy, or which one we buy, like the mobile or the laptop with the good performance, we will take, right? So if you got to know that like MI phone get hang so many times, so do you still go and buy that MI phone? No, so you won't be buy that MI phone. So for the sake of reputation, I will say the reputation of organization or the any software, you have to verify the performance of that software also, so that if anyone is using that software can easily access that, or they will not face any issue while using that software. So for that purpose, you have to verify the performance of that software. So performance in the sense, if there is any online application like I will say Amazon, so the thousand of different users at a time are they are accessing that site. So if your software is used by 1000 user at a time, so whether it is working fine, or what will be like the time they are taking, so all that things will be checking performance. So next is the quality. So the quality of software is very important to ensure that the quality of product or the quality of we delivering the customer helps in gaining the confidence. Like if you are delivering the good software with a good quality, then only the customer will came for the next software to you. So that is very important, that software should be with the good quality. And if you are providing the software with a good quality, it will not require maintenance efforts, and which will ultimately reduce the cost of your software also. So once you deliver that software, and if they are not facing any issue, so you will not require that maintenance after once you given your software or provided that to customer. So that is all the things which is coming into like that is why the software testing is needed. So uh, next is the software testing myths. So you all are also thinking same, which I have mentioned here. So I have mentioned this. There are so many myths actually, but I have mentioned some of them which are mainly when we are in a college days. I also thinking the same. So that point I have mentioned here. So the testing is a boring job. So many students are thinking like testing is really the boring job. What we have to do, we have to just go and randomly click anything, and we have to fill documents and just write into Excel sheet or write test cases. So this is really not the case. So it is not a boring. I will say, yeah, I can say it is a repetitive task, but it is not a boring. It is like a detective job. So when any developer is developing the software, so you have we have to do. We have to go and check whether what are the functionality is given by the customer is implemented properly or not. So you have a scope to go and do whatever you want in that application, accept the requirements and see whether it is failing. So what is your intention to test the software? Like you have to find the bugs, and whatever you can do, you can do on that, but you have to find the issues. So if you are like checking except the test cases, that is also fine. So that only you have to do, because the test cases written, anyone can perform that testing, but beyond the test cases you have to do. So that is not like anyone can go and do. So you have to just apply your knowledge over there, and you can do the testing. So there are so many different applications. I can say like banking application. If you take an example of banking application, you can perform a different operation and check whether if I go from this page or from this page, whether it is breaking or not. So developing is developer are not considering the every aspect while developing. So when we are testing, we go from different pages, from different ways to verifying that. So in that way, if we test, then we can find the defects. So it is something you are able to find the fault in someone else's system. So we cannot say like it is boring job, right? So next is tester do not write a code. Then many people say like tester, usually the tester do not write the code, but actually the nowadays entirely the I can say entirely the different picture is there. Like so many time when the opening is for the tester, then they would also require the knowledge of at least basic programming languages. So testing is not just like you can write the test cases or write the test scenario. Once you get the knowledge of manual testing after like 1 year, 2 year, as per is all depend on you. So you can switch it to automation or API testing. So that we will see later. So that is not the case. Then tester have the low pay scale. So this is a very big misunderstanding of the student. Like tester have low pay scale. Nowadays the like quality of software is very important for organizations. So tester have that much of importance like developer only. So they can draw more salary than developers. with the similar experience, I can say, who are more efficient. So this is not the case like developer got more pay than tester. So it is completely upon you only. So how you will do your work, and how you go go into your like career, or you may like grow with different tools, technologies. So it depend on that thing. So pay is not depend on your you are a tester or developer. It have different factor. It is not like your profile only. So that is also false. Then tester will not become a project manager, or they will not grow in a management side. So many times I heard that. So many people say if you are a tester, you will not have career growth in management side. So like if you when you say like management, so to be the manager you need to acquire skills like people management, time management, cost management. Different factors are there. This is not like technical position, I will say. So as you can see, this all things has nothing to do with the tester or you are a developer. So not any technical thing. So project management skill have to be developed separately, and anyone in this world belonging to any technology or stream can do this. So it is an independent field, I will say, and anyone with a keen interest can make it. So there is nothing like that. Then tester do not get a fame. So it is sometime matter of the company, I will say, and the culture of company, how they value their team. So it is not like tester or developer. So I will say without signing off of QA, any product or any software, if you are testing, then your sign off is must be there while that product or software will go to live or production. So what else you guys want, na? If that software delivery is it will be stopped because of you. If you said no, this bug should be fixed, then only I can giving sign off, and then only it will go to production. So this thing happens actually. So when I was in my previous company, so very first company, I'll say the name is Evolver. So they have their project name is Intellisys. So that Intellisys project is actually code based, means the testing is also include the coding part. So and I individually like the coding. So when I was testing that product, I always go and find out the like bugs into that code also. So when I go to I was went to that our structure is like on fourth floor we were sitting, and on third floor developer was sitting. So when I went to third floor, so that manager almost say like why she is coming now, means अभी क्या इसने नया लाया है, like क्या लेके आई है ये, कुछ इशू है क्या, इस तरह से वो मतलब like they guys are scared for me. Yeah, what issue is now like that. So it is not like tester do not get fame. They obviously, if you do the best, then you will be highlighted. So nothing like that. So anyone can be the software tester. So uh, this is yet another misconception that gains the power from being partially true, I will say. If you are that much of efficient, then only you can perform manual testing only again, but not the automation testing. So we cannot say like entirely the software testing, all the automation and manual testing anyone can do. So yes, if you have that much of efficiency, then you can obviously do that. But for automation, you obviously need to get the knowledge of different tools and all. So that is something the I want to discuss that. If anyone have any misconception, or if anyone are thinking something, so just let me know. I will explain that point also to you. Do you guys have anything? Guys, just speak up, because the when the session will be interactive, then only it is helpful to you guys. Okay, so I think we will go to next slide. So these are the types of software testing. So basically, the main type of software testing are functional and non-functional testing. So the functional testing includes the unit integration, sanity, smoke regression, and beta and alpha testing. There are almost more than 150 type of different testings are there, but basic mainly used testing type I have written over here. So you must be having that in your syllabus also. So I will explain in a short every testing. So the unit testing is something when the developer are developing any application, they develop that application into small chunk, or I will say the small modules. So that small modules tested by developer only, and if that is working, then only it came to tester. So that is nothing but the when developer are developing that unit, so that is nothing but the unit testing. So mainly the unit testing is done by developer. Then the integration testing. So the integration testing is when you get different modules from developer, and as a tester you are integrating that modules and you verify that. So that is nothing but the integration. For example, if you have two different pages, and you got that both the two pages, and once you click on first page on some button, and that went to second, that go to second page, so that is nothing but integration testing. So likewise, we verify that whether that both integration is done correctly or not. Then the sanity and smoke testing. So first I will take smoke. So smoke testing is what? In smoke testing, we verify whether the software is testable or not. For example, if you get any application, for example, let's take an Amazon example, and if you are not able to log in, then you cannot able to test that software, right? So if your test case is failing on login page only, then that software is not testable. So when we verify this type of test case, that is nothing but the smoke test. So the basic, very basic functionality of the software we verify into smoke test whenever we get a new build. So that is nothing but the smoke testing. Then sanity testing. So sanity testing is nothing but when you get any build, any new build, and you are verifying whatever the new changes you get, that are working properly or not, you verify into sanity testing. So the next is a regression testing. So regression testing is what? Once you get the build, and whatever the functionality before getting that build is implemented, the previous and current. So all the functionality, the basic functionality, I will say, like higher scenarios, not in detail, but higher scenarios are working correctly or not. We verify that into regression testing. So why we perform regression testing? Because the functional current because of the current functionality, the previous implementation is working correctly or not. That's why we perform regression testing. And beta and acceptance testing. So beta and acceptance testing is once your software is developed, or it is completely tested, then we perform beta and acceptance testing whether it is working completely fine or not, and it is deliverable to client or not. So that is the beta and acceptance testing. Acceptance testing is mostly done by the customers only, so it is happening on their side. So if once we give the software to customer, they perform the acceptance testing. So that is nothing but the functional testing. So the next is the non-functional testing. So non-functional testing includes performance, security, compatibility, recovery, and usability testing. So in a performance testing, as I previously told you, we verify like load, stress, endurance, and the volume testing. So for example, we have the requirement like 120 users can be logged in at a time. So what we do, we will log in by 120 different users and verify whether all 120 users can access. Then we add the extra stress, like more the 20 users, we log in and we check whether it is working fine or not. So likewise, different scenarios are there. So we verify that. So 120 users login is not possible manually. So for that, we have a different tools to perform the performance testing. For example, JMeter. So JMeter is designed for mainly like verifying the APIs and the performance testing scenarios. So you have to just go and enter the different number of users or whatever your test case is. So it will execute that number of time. They will hit your API that number of time likewise. So the next is the security testing. As I already told you, the importance of security. So this is that is included into security testing. Then the compatibility testing. So whatever the software is you are testing compatible with a different operating system or different versions of your browsers, that all are included in the compatibility testing. Then the recovery testing. So the recovery testing will is something if your software breaks or it is crashes, something like hardware crash. So how it will means perform after recovering of your hardware or what. So that is included into recovery testing. Then the usability testing. So the usability testing includes your graphical user interface GUI testing. So in that we verify the look and feel of your application or your software, I will say. So these are the different basic type of, I will say, the software testing which actually perform into organizations or the companies. So the next is sir, can you go to next slide? Yeah. So these are the different options in a software testing. So like first is like manual testing. So manual testing is done by us only. Then the automation testing. So I have mentioned few of the tools here like Selenium, Protractor and Catalan. I have worked on all three. So the in automation testing nowadays it is like very it is in a very boom, I will say. So many time when the opening is for the tester, they almost like ask you like which automation tool you know or which technology you know. If not automation tool, at least you have to know like different languages like Java, C. So Selenium works on like different languages, Java, C Sharp, then Python. Different languages are there. So whatever language you like, you can take and like implement that. So Protractor is also same, and the Catalan have like Java and Groovy language. So like next is API testing. API testing we can perform using Postman, Rest Assured, SOAP UI, and JMeter. These are the different tools to perform API testing. Maybe you guys know the Postman and JMeter, I guess. So the Rest Assured and SOAP UI are the tool which includes the coding part mostly. So it also it have like Java language only and C Sharp also in Rest Assured. So by using that, you can create your own framework, and you can perform API testing. And in Protractor also, by using Protractor also, you can perform API testing. So next is the security testing. So I never did the security testing, but I know some of the tools for the security testing that I have mentioned here. NetSparker, then Vega, then Google Go. And next is performance testing. So the performance testing, as I already told you, so JMeter and WebLoad, I know the tool I have mentioned here. So like when you say the software testing, so these are the different areas in which you can make your career. Like when you enter into testing, first 6 months, or I will say 1 year, you have to do the manual testing, and side by side you can like take any one of these and you can do that. So as per the requirement of company, they will ask you to switch, and you can grow into that field also. So this is not like just doing the manual testing and whatever you are thinking. So it have vast, I will say, different fields in a testing also to go ahead and do your career. So these are the different options in a testing field only. So let me know if you guys have any questions. And
Hello, students. You may ask the questions related with anything regarding automation testing or manual testing.
Hello.
yes.
Hello, ma'am. I want to ask which skill sets are required to become a tester?
I will say like to become a tester, you have like a skill set with test to break attitude. Like you have to test the software with the intent to find the defects. So there is not particular for manual testing. I will not say like any particular skill is required. Yeah, for the automation, you have the little knowledge about the coding, and then I can say you have the interest to learn the new things. So when you enter into testing now, then there are so many different tools and technologies are there to you can learn. So when first of all you enter into organization, you have to do for some time like 6 months you have to do the manual testing. Then only you can understand what is testing and how you can implement that into using any tool or any language, I will say, or any technology. So for that, first of all, you have to like your mindset will be like you have to test that software in a way like you can find the defects. So that is mainly the required. And later on, you have to like go into any tool, or you can learn any tool with the interest, like go into any field like performance testing or security or automation testing, whatever you like. So I mean, yeah, is it okay or you want anything else?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. Anything else?
Hmm.
Hello.
Shraddha,
Yeah.
one more question. Which tool
Yes.
is good for to become a software tester as freshers level? I mean, for open source purpose, can we use the Selenium tool?
Yeah, you can use Selenium for like automation testing. You can use Postman, JMeter also. So that all are free. So you can go and explore that tool. It is very easy to understand, and the documentation is also there. And so for Selenium, so many different websites are there. In that you can get the understanding of Selenium tool. So it is very easy. Like if you go and explore, na, so it is not that much hard.
Okay, Shraddha, can you tell me, is it mandatory to complete the ISTQB certifications for to
No,
enter
no,
in
no,
software industry?
no. There is nothing like that. I
Okay,
also didn't. Yeah, I also didn't have any certification in ISTQB. So there is nothing like that.
okay. Yes, student, any questions? I think no question. Thank you so much, Shraddha, for
Yeah,
today's wonderful session on career opportunity in software testing. I hope we have one more session in the next month regarding hands-on session on desktop-based
yeah,
and
sure.
web-based applications.
Yeah, sure,
So
sure, sir. Yeah.
thank you so
Let
much.
me know the which tool you guys want to learn so I can get to know about that.
Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you all
Thank
of
you,
you.
everyone. Yeah.
Thank you all the students for joining this meeting.